And usually, the jungler is a hero that can push as well, like say a keeper of the forest, a tempest. Although sometimes you do see that occasional parasite, but
Yeah, Parasite, not a hero we see all too often.
oh yeah,
And the rest of the bans are, for now, Hammerstorm, Plague Rider, and Dr. Repulsor. So once again, no really standout bans. Of course, Dr. Repulsor, a very, very commonly banned hero in my opinion. Of course, very strong. He can just cause so much annoyance flying all over the place. What do you think of the ban so far, Mishka?
Pretty standard, say. Nothing really special, nothing really extraordinary.
Yeah,
But you'll see the picks though. I'm interested in the picks.
yeah, absolutely. Yes, we do have one of the ESB guys uh, right click on Nighthound. Now that would be an
I
interesting.
would like to see that definitely. Let's pull out the Nighthound.
Yeah, Nighthound, Scout, let's go.
Support scout, let's do it. But again, I just like to touch on this Plague Rider as Valkyrie gets the ban from ESD. The Plague Rider, I mean, was there any changes on him? Not really, but ever since European teams, if I'm not mistaken, began using him not only as a support but as a solo, right?
Yeah,
He's jumped into the scene like with a splash. Like he's either first pick, second pick, or banned straight up.
yeah, definitely. He can solo lanes, like you said, very, very easily. And of course, that Plague Rider ultimate just massive amounts of damage all over the place. So, a very key hero pick right there.
Now, one of the heroes that I'm actually curious to see on the fate of this game is the Kraken, as Behemoth gets the last time. As because Kraken, we've seen like Kraken play like left and right. It's just he's either picked up or just banned, and he's one of those heroes really that just jump on the scene. What do you think, Michelle?
Kraken is really, I think he's so OP in lane.
That's true.
Really, really OP in lane. I don't think like, I mean, if it's just farmed out, it's just crazy passive melee.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the bans are complete now. The full bans are Pebbles, Keeper of the Forest, Behemoth, Hammerstorm, Valkyrie, Plague Rider, Dr. Repulsor, and Slither. So for the first pick, ESB gonna pick Magnus. Of course, always a good hero, Magnus.
Oh yeah, for sure. Good first pick too. Like key heroes like Behemoth and Hammerstorm bad. Magnus being really the only one left that could fill that category, I suppose.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a good steal for ESB.
Yep, and POTA gonna respond with Torturer and Myrmidon. So once again, no standout picks just yet, but both
Yeah.
very strong heroes.
Oh,
Torturer. Sometimes we do see Torturer being played in as a support style, but I prefer it as a solo hero. What do you guys think?
Zishka, you want to take this?
Okay. Actually, it really depends on both teams, I guess.
Okay.
I'm not too sure about.
Oh, Hiroki is ghost picking the Soul Reaper. If he actually goes for that, that's really interesting to see. Now to hear, oh no, he's changing it up.
Aw.
He's trolling us. He's trolling us.
Yeah.
No, but again, back to that Torture pickup. Torture is just like you said. Yeah, he's like an excellent solo laner, and as the meta game shifts to a more push type strategy, Torture just fills in that role. Although he is a little bit squishier, he really is one of the top tier push heroes as well as an all-around hero actually.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, ESB now gonna choose Witch Slayer and Silhouette. So Silhouette, what do you think about this?
I don't know. It's we've seen Silhouette dominate mid, sure, but I don't know. It really depends on the player, I guess. Because I've seen Silhouettes that play gank roles. I've seen Silhouettes play that straight up hard carry role, and I guess it really depends on this ESB team on how they build around this lineup, because they already have both their tri-lane supports. They have their, I suppose, their mid, unless they're gonna tri-lane the Silhouette, which I have not seen.
Yeah, and of course, speaking of Silhouette, she has been getting hit by the nerf bat a lot recently. You know, you talk about players like No Tail, you know, who really put Silhouette onto the scene.
Yeah, but interesting though. Even after the nerf, he still picks up the Silhouette and still uses it to great effect.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. And of course, another No Tail hero there, Polywalk Priest being picked up. What do you think of the pickups here, Mishka? Polywalk Priest and Kraken.
Really good combo to say. Very good engager and initiator as well.
I told you, I should see the Kraken in this game. You just don't see a game without the Kraken these days. It's just like a hero that you can't pass up. He's just really good. And of course the Polywog Priest, an excellent middle hero. Goes great with their lineup. They have the heavy push already just with Polywog Priest and Torture. And so I guess all that's missing is they can either put the Kraken in the tri-lane, I suppose, or have him solo. And so that leaves for another carry, I guess, or a solo role.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, Polywalk Priest and Torture, between the two of them, there's a lot of pushing potential right there. And ESB gonna respond with Predator and Wretched Hack. Now, Predator always a subject on debate. What do you think about this one?
I like this Predator pickup, I'm not gonna lie. It's because if your opponent picks a tanky carry,
yeah, absolutely.
pick the Predator.
Yeah, and that Carnivorous can just rip through that, yeah.
And his second skill isn't that bad. His it's like free BKB, really. And I'm too interested in the last pick of POTA right now. They just picked up the Emerald Warden.
Yeah, it's your favorite hero right there.
Oh, definitely. His bird is just insane, man. I'm telling you. Top the hero, just put the bird to play. And they crit for like 300, I think, at level 16. So interesting.
Yep. So we are now getting into the game. For those of you who are just tuning in, this is the DvG tournament. Team POTA against ESB. This is the first round, single elimination. Of course, the previous game it was 1EG versus M6, and 1EG took the game. So hopefully we'll have another interesting game here.
Yeah, another interesting fact about that game, they did have the Kraken and the Emerald Warden. It seems that, again, I'm telling you, the Kraken, he's always sick, but the Emerald Warden lately, I don't know, maybe it's just these top players that just pick up Emerald Warden because, you know, he's out of VIP status, but he showed last game that he can be quite the effective hero.
Absolutely, like you said, can potentially be very effective, but of course you have to keep in mind Emerald Warden, a very squishy hero, very reliant on kiting the opponents. So Predator might have an issue there, but of course the Legion team do have Silhouette, so we'll have to wait and see how that goes, as it looks like they're going to send a tri-lane bottom with a Magnus, Witchlayer, and Predator, not unexpected here. Whereas Hellborn team going to send Kraken and Torture, so we are going to see a support Torture, I would imagine.
Yeah, and this is actually quite the interesting tri-lane setup. Because, honestly, I'm not sure which has the stronger tri-lane. Mishka, do you have any idea on that?
On a Todd Kraken tri-lane?
Yeah. No, I mean, which one is the stronger tri-lane? This Kraken tri-lane or the Predator tri-lane?
I would say Hellborn has it. Well, early game at least, because they have two nukes that totally out-nuke Magnus and Witch.
Oh yeah, and Witch just has like his stun at level 1. It's just like 0.5 seconds, I think. So, I suppose.
Yeah, so the game is going to be paused as some of the players are having lag issues, and Magnus and Witchler are running into Kraken and Torture. We'll have to wait and see if any action ensues down here.
Yeah, probably. I mean, This Magnus has already spotted the Kraken and the Torture. I'm not sure. No, I don't think they see the Witch Slayer Fog of War. I think she's covered that. And I don't know. Should they go for the initiation? I guess. We shall see.
Yeah, Myrmidon is on the way as well, so they can potentially set something up.
Our Predator is just so far back, so. We shall see.
Maybe we'll see some big plays come out.
Actually, I'd like to point out the Emerald Warden pick. His silence is actually really good against Hag, and as action goes here and bot. Nice stun there by Torture. Witchslayer missing the stun, and Magnus is going to stun into the trees, and going to eat a Tango, and yep, that's about all the action you're going to have right now.
So the top lineup is going to be Silhouette against Emerald Warden, so going to be interesting to see who gets the advantage here. Who would you give it to, Mishka?
Well, I would say probably Emerald in early game and Silhouette if he gets level.
I'd actually go for the opposite. I'd say Silhouette would have an advantage. It's because although Silhouette and Emerald Warden, they're both squishy heroes, but although it's been nerfed, Silhouette's third skill against a squishy hero like Emerald Warden, who, okay, he can spam his second skill and his first skill, but...
Yeah, but, well, it depends on the skill build itself.
Yeah, sure.
So apparently one of the players has to restart his modem, as something is wrong here.
Oh, ESB has already dropped a ward of Revelation just behind your tower, expecting a ward there.
Yeah.
But POTA just warded the other way, actually.
Yeah, and does that ward actually block that creep spawn right there? I don't believe so.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, I think it blocks the creep spawn and it gives vision of the creep cap just adjacent to it. If I'm not quite sure. It might be a little bit more to the left.
Yeah. At the top lane though, we see two wards as well, so both teams already putting down wards, expecting a lot of intense fights coming.
Yeah. But this middle matchup intrigues me. This Wretched Hag versus Polywog.
I would have to give the advantage to Wretched Hag, especially early on. Of course, she does have better rune control, but...
Yeah, for sure. But just the thing with the Polywog Priest is, Wretched Hag's gonna gank, for sure. And while she's away, Polywog Priest will just tear through towers like cheese. And I guess in that sense, POTA has an advantage like that, because there's no way Wretched Hag is just gonna lane all game, and Polywog Priest, although he is a great ganker, he pushes towers like a boss as well. So, just a thing to keep in mind while watching this game.
So, of course, this is ESB versus POTA. At the same time, we have, what was it? TSW versus DK being played in the background. So,
oh yeah.
Hopefully that's a... Jin, would you like to give us a brief summary of what's going on there?
Right now. I mean, there's this guy, his mod files, he can't delete it, and then, yeah, we still haven't started the game.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to the TSW boys. Boys from Station 168. You guys do good.
How do you solve the mod files? If he can't delete it, if he can't disable it, then what? Like,
what do you mean you can't delete it? Look for S2Z file inside here.
Yeah, dot S2Z.
Okay, so the game is starting.
Okay. So, here we go.
Yep. So Predator kind of left behind there. Of course, he is going to make his way.
Have fun, guys.
Alright, you too.
You too, man. Excellent job here by POTA. They already immediately off the bat, they're controlling the wave. They allowed the other team to pull the creeps towards the tower, and now in this safe distance, this Torture can just harass, and Kraken's just going to get his farm.